One of the first questions that we'll be addressing as we visit with you is whether or not you have a good case that can be brought in court. There are a lot of people who've had things that have happened to them that are wrong. There are a lot of people who've been hurt. But to have a good case in court is a bit like a three-legged stool. It takes three different legs to have a case that will stand up in court. One leg is what we call liability. In other words, did someone do something wrong? And that's something that takes investigation to figure out. We've been leaders in figuring out, did Toyotas accelerate unintendedly? I say Toyota's gone wild. Did they have this problem, and if so, why? General Motors, the cars, the ignition switches, so many pharmaceutical products that we've taken on and battled in courtrooms across the country. Our issue is always, first, did someone do something wrong? Second leg of the stool, are you damaged? Is there damage from this? Someone can do something wrong, but if nobody's hurt, it's not best resolved in the court system generally. The third stool is what we call collectability. The last thing in the world anybody wants, especially you, is to go through all that's involved with a lawsuit, only at the end of the day to discover that the party or the person responsible has no resources to pay you. Let me give you a simple example. A horrendous car wreck where your damages are hundreds and hundreds, maybe even millions of dollars. Yet the person responsible has a $25,000 insurance policy and nothing more. You don't need a lawyer to come get that $25,000 for you. That insurance company will pay it to you directly. You don't lose a lawyer's fee. That money will go to you. Those types of cases, you don't need a lawyer in. But you may be in that car wreck where there's $1 million damage, and you may not realize it. You may think the problem was just this fellow with $25,000, but it turns out that that fellow with $25,000 in insurance is driving a car that stalls, and that it was the car manufacturer who made the stalling car that's really at fault. Then all of a sudden you've got all three legs of the stool. So this is what a good law firm does. A good law firm is going to look carefully at it. We take cases on a contingent fee, which means we don't recover unless you do. It means we invest our money in the case, not yours, in hopes that we will get it back at the end of the day. And that type of an arrangement means we'll be very careful. We won't lead you into a lawsuit that we don't have a good faith basis for believing will turn out to have all three legs of the stool.